Hello, I'd like to welcome Governor Patrick to Lonza, Hopkinton. It's a very special day to have the governor here. Means a lot to the Hopkinton site that we were able to get these more grant monies to help us take advantage of the investment that we've made here, over $100 million in the last 2 years. And this will provide the infrastructure for Lonza Hopkinton to really take advantage of that investment. So I'd like to thank Governor Patrick, Senator Spilka, Representative Dykema, Secretary Bielecki, Norman Kamalo from the town of Hopkinton, as well as Brian Herr and the Hopkinton Board of Selectmen and the Hopkinton Board of Public Works for their help. The town of Milford, the Board of Selectmen from there, as well as the SOAR commissioners from Milford to allow this to actually happen. And from Lonza, I'd like to put a special thank you to Bill Pambino, who really worked representing Lonza with the state and the town of Hopkinton and Milford to really bring this more grant monies, infrastructure monies, to really let Lonza take advantage of the opportunities we have here to build jobs for the state of Massachusetts, and really to take advantage of our customers, which there are many, and to deliver products to their patients. So Governor, welcome to Lonza Hopkinton.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. First of all, Mike, thank you to you and your whole team for the very, very warm welcome today and for touring us around this otherworldly facility of yours. We kept asking where all the people were, but they're here and there are more coming. And that is the point. There are jobs being created here. There is hope being created here through the therapies and the products being developed here. And we're very, very proud that Lonza Hopkinton has a home in the life sciences cluster here in Massachusetts. So thank you to you and all of your team. Appreciate so much everybody being here. I'm thrilled, as always, to be in the company of Senator Spilka and Representative Dykema, who are terrific partners on Beacon Hill on this project and so many others. Thank you both for joining today. To all of the our colleagues from government who are here from the town, from Hopkinton and Milford and wherever else you may be from. Thank you for joining us here today. $2.5 million is the value of this Moore grant in Hopkinton, and it's available to as a partnership with municipalities to create long-term economic development and job growth right here. I was so pleased to hear the town manager compliment Secretary Bielecki and his team on working so effectively and so well in getting this done. And you should all know that the advocacy of Senator Spilka and Representative Dykema is a thing to behold. Let me to absolutely tenacious in fighting for what we know to be right and good for this community. I just want to give you both a shout out for that. I'm a little scared having her stand so close behind me. I've been grabbing my wallet as I did. I know you got my back. On the life sciences, sometimes people get lured into thinking that biotech is just about scientists and technicians sort of huddled over a test tube or experimenting with new therapies, and that's a part of it, no doubt about it. But this type of project, the Moore grant today, is proof that this field has a far-ranging reach into neighborhoods where everybody lives, where everybody works. This field is giving the sewer design engineer a new project. It's delivering the pride of hard work to the heavy equipment worker and his or her family. It's workers ensuring that shipping and receiving is running smoothly at the loading docks. It's the young IT professional who's making sure that operations continue during construction. It's the human resources expert preparing to interview and hire the new employees who will populate the new expansion space. Marketing, investor relations, and communications gurus are spreading the news so that the public understands that growth is happening right here. And the surrounding towns benefit from this jolt as well. The point is that there's a ripple effect for these investments. And we understand that. Lonza understands that. The legislators here understand that. The people who work in town government understand that. And the public should understand that. Every dollar we invest in building a stronger community is about building stronger families, greater opportunities, and rippling that all across the Commonwealth. I'm excited to be a part of it. I'm excited that Lonza is a part of it, and I'm delighted to be here today. Thank you all for having me. Can I bring up the senator?
Oh, absolutely.
She needs no introduction, but here she is, Senator Karen Spilka.
Thank you, thank
Beth,
you,
thank
thank
you.
you. My
Great.
pleasure. There's not a whole lot more to be said other than thanks. I mean, this really, when you talk about a partnership on so many different levels, on local, state, and the administration, the legislature, it has been a true partnership. And I want to thank the Board of Selectmen, Brian Herr, the chair, the other Board of Selectmen. I know Michelle is here and Matt is here. The town manager, Norman Kamalo, really responsive, working very hard. Tim Kilduff is here on behalf of the chamber, done a terrific job. And I want to thank my partner in the legislature, Carolyn Dykema. I feel like we're a good team, really good team working together. I especially, though, want to thank the governor for seeing the wisdom in allocating the money here, to put it bluntly, through Secretary Greg Bielecki, who I have to say, I know Norman has said it, the town manager, and the governor repeated it, but when we were pulling all of the groups together, all of the people together in the State House, just it seems a few short months ago, he got it. He really got it. He understood the significance of obtaining this $2.5 million for the town of Hopkinton, for not only the Metro West area, but for the state as a whole. And in talking to the governor, clearly we have a governor that gets it as well. So I'm really proud to be the state senator from this region. I'll tell you, this is a big deal. This is a really big deal, not only for the town of Hopkinton, but I have to say I am a little biased since I represent Hopkinton. I'm glad the money is coming here, but it's also a big deal for the Metro West and the state. This is the exact type of targeted investment that we need to and should be making, and we are making as a state. This is a policy that the administration, the legislature, has been working on to really target state funding to help bring private investment, and it's a force multiplier for the dollars that are ultimately invested within this state, and then it greatly is a force multiplier for the number of jobs that are created within the state. And that's what it's all about, and that's what this money does. So I applaud the town. I applaud Lonza for sticking with this and holding. I know that times were tight. It was uncertain, whether or not this was going to happen. I thank the governor and the secretary for really coming through. This would not have happened. I mean, they're literally, and folks should realize that most of the funding was allocated already, but they saw the need here. They understood the need for Hopkinton, and they came through. They made sure that Hopkinton got the money to get this accomplished. So I thank you, Governor, a whole lot on behalf of Hopkinton, and it's my pleasure right now to introduce Representative Carolyn Dykema.
Good morning, and I tell you, it's never fun to go after the governor and then Senator Spilka. It's a hard act to follow, but it is a pleasure to be here as a representative for the town of Hopkinton and to see this project truly come to fruition. There are many thanks to go around for making this happen. The governor, the senator, Chairman Herr, the Board of Selectmen. There are a couple of people who really played a strong role in this that I want to acknowledge. J.T. Goucher from the DPW, as well as Dan McIntyre, who were there right from the very beginning, sitting around the table trying to really figure out how to make this work, because I think everyone could appreciate that this type of project is just the type of project that we need to recognize the growth potential in the state of Massachusetts. If you look at what's going on in Metro West and the biotech sector and the cluster, the asset that we have here in this cluster of biotech companies right here in Hopkinton and along the 495 belt is an asset that will really be supported by this type of infrastructure and will just bode well and create jobs. It's all about creating jobs here in Massachusetts, and this is clearly will help with that. One thing I think worth really pointing out is the collaboration that occurred on this project from the governor's office, from the Mass Office of Business Development, the Board of Selectmen, the locals, the on-the-ground folks working directly with the town of Milford. I mean, this was really, sharpen your pencils, sit down at the table and make it happen. Talking to voters, talking to people out on the street, that's what people are looking for in good, effective government. I think this is a great example of how that has happened right here in Hopkinton, and I know we're all looking forward to more good news stories like this going forward. And again, great to be here and looking forward to staying in touch with Lonza and hearing more good news. So thank you.
That's great.